Welcome back to Iron Man Days, episode 4 and technically 5. My name is Darsaint, and I will be your host, of course. This week's going to be a little bit different because I got to fit in last week and this week at the same time because my last 2 weeks have been kind of insane. My job has actually been moving locations right down the road, but we had a lot of stuff packed away, as well as a lot of super heavy machinery, big heavy machinery that we had to get moved and in a short amount of time. So it was pretty exhausting. Then to top it all off, the cherry on top, so to speak, right in the thick of all of that, when it was getting down to the big stuff that we were getting moved and the majority of items, turns out my grandfather actually passes away. It was quite sudden, a little bit unexpected, but it was really sad. And we had his funeral this past Tuesday. It was a wonderful service. It was sad, but it was actually quite nice to have such a wonderful service for such an amazing man. He was a pillar of our family, and I loved him very much. He will be missed, but it was wonderful to send him out in such a beautiful way with the entire family there. But not to bring y'all down, we are going to kick things off into the updates. There's not going to be a lot of skits this week just because there's a lot of clips that we got to get in here because it's 2 weeks worth. So without further ado, let's get into some levels, shall we? Kicking things off, we've got 95 prayer. I know it took me like 3 weeks since I set it as a weekly goal, but there you have it. Next up, we've got 78 fletching. I did say I was going to get some fletching levels this week, and I managed to snag 78, so that's pretty sick. I do have quite a bit of money left over, so I'm going to be buying some more fletching stuff and trying to squeeze out a couple of fletching levels to get the darts unlocked and stuff like that. Moving on over, we've got 80 smithing, which is huge as well, ever so closer to being able to smith darts, rune darts, and etc. So that's going to be big. Plus, we unlock the ability to create our god swords. So once we really start grinding on the God Wars dungeons and we start getting our God Wars shards, I can actually make a god sword. That's always a good thing. Next up, we have 85 attack that I got right in the middle of a Hunlef kill. What a surprise there. So many levels I've gotten recently in the middle of one of those. After that, we've got a 95 magic. I got really close during a task and decided, you know what, I'm just going to alch some stuff for the next level. And then we've got 97 HP right in the middle of a demonic gorilla task. Moving on over, we've got 90 slayer that I got while in the middle of point boosting, so that's always fun. And then finishing it off, 92 range. Like I said, I didn't get too many actual levels this week, but I did get a ton of stuff done. And we're going to get into that stuff right now, starting off with everyone's favorite segment, Clue Scrolls. Yay! I actually did do a bunch of Clue Scrolls this week, and sure enough, I got nothing that I needed. So I hope you guys enjoy all of the fucking loot. Holy shit. I told you it was bad. Oh man, so many. And that's not even all of them. I mean, that's most of them, but that's not even all of the ones that I got this week. And I got nothing better, man. I keep getting the dehyde coifs. I don't need those things, man. I need the boots, but whatever. Either way, we got to continue grinding those, and we'll see if we get lucky here in the near future. However, we're on to the next segment, into the boss kills. Kicking things off, we're going to get into the demonic gorillas. I got 2 tasks this past week for demonic gorillas and started my grind, hoping to get a nice Zenite either early or at least on drop right. And no, I got myself a light frame. I got myself another light frame. I got myself a set of limbs. And then I got myself a spring and 0 Zenites. I'm pretty sure all of those drops are at least 1.5 times more rare than a Zenite. I am now at about 328 KC on task, and I have not gotten a Zenite, but that's okay. We're only a little bit dry. That's all right. It's just funny how I get these things that are more rare than the item I need a lot before I get the item I need. I just think it's kind of silly, and I've been struggling to get another task, but that's neither here nor there. Moving on to the big show, the main event, Corrupted Gauntlet. Yes, I did a ton of Gauntlet this week. What, probably over 100 kills this week. And we kicked things off at 232. I got my 4th armor seed. I was really excited, but then the dry streak came. 240 went by, 250 went by, 260 goes by, and at 262, I get another pet. I get another pet before I get my 5th armor seed. I have 4 armor seeds, and I have 2 pets, 2 enhanced, and like way too many crystal weapon seeds. What is this? So it keeps going and going. I get a bunch of weapon seeds. I'm getting cooked. And then finally, at 325 KC, I finally got my final armor seed. Not necessarily final, but the final one I needed before I could make the chest and the legs and actually get my ass out into the game and start doing other content, other bosses, and I was ecstatic. I'm still gonna try for the helm, but I'm not going to grind it like I have been. I'm not doing 100 kills a week or whatever to get the armor seed for that, because it's 1 armor seed. I'm gonna do a couple kills here and there each week and try to get it, but I'm not gonna grind. But of course, after that, I immediately decided I'm gonna go do some other content. So I started doing some Zulrah, did a couple kills here and there, and it went pretty well, but that's neither here nor there. We'll get into that in a second. And of course, I wanted to try the new boss, the Phantom Muspa, just to see how well it would go. Now, I'm not anywhere near my PB, because my PB requires like 6 ruby bolt procs and a bunch of perfect sapphire bolt. It was literally like the perfect kill, and I got really lucky with that. But it makes it way more consistent, way more manageable, and I was able to get like 5 kills in a trip pretty easily. And I got myself a new Venator shard. That's right, another one. Got myself some nice bond money there, because I don't care about the bow. I'm definitely selling that shit and getting some bond money. And then I decided to go over to Zulrah, which my first kill was actually a PB at 154. Not bad. It makes it super cruisy and super chill. We ended up doing a couple kills here, man. I got about 20 KC, then the 30 KC, and it was going pretty good. I was like, sweet, I'm ready for the long haul. I just need to get that Zenite so I can make the Ring of Suffering, and I can make this way chill, and minus the fact that I have to deal with Venoms, but it still wasn't too bad. But then, on stream, this happened. Thank it. Ugh. Thank God. Any day. Nice. Not bad. Oh! Let's go, dude. That's right. I got a fucking Tans Fang. The spoon's back, baby. 40 KC Tanzanite Fang. That got us our fucking blowpipe, dude. I was so ecstatic. I mean, you guys heard in the clip. That was on stream. It was actually the same night I got the Venator shard. Now, not all my Zulrah kills were last night. I did about maybe 10 or 11 to get the 40 KC and get that Tans Fang, dude. I was ecstatic. I really expected to go super, super dry on the Tans Fang, at least. I was like, I'm gonna get a Serp Helm first, so then I don't have to deal with Venom, and then I'm gonna get the Magic Fang, which is something I really need. but it's not the main thing I'm trying to get from Zora. And then I'll eventually get the Tan. I was like, I bet I was gonna go 700 before I got the Tan Fang at least, but no, game's like 40k here you go, baby, here's the Tan Fang. Yeah, that's right, you guys thought the CG was the main event. Turns out it was the spooned Tan Fang. That's right. Oh man, I was so excited. So that is the best stuff that we've had happen over the past 2 weeks. The video ended up not being as long as I thought it was going to be, because I actually did cut out a lot of stuff, including some clues. I cut out some boss kills. I did do the new Callisto thing in a mask, but I didn't get anything. I didn't get any drops. It was just kind of something cool that I did. And that was pretty much it. I didn't really do any revs or anything. But there was a lot of just like grinding for tasks, man. I spent a lot of time grinding tasks. I've mined almost 10k sandstone as well for the crafting grind, because eventually we got to get that to 87 and further. But the next goal is 87. So yeah, speaking of goals, we're gonna hop into the goals for this week. As for these goals for this week, defense level 86. I'm super close already from defensive casting barraging. I didn't realize how much experience per hour you get defensive casting with barrage. It's actually insane, and I'm already almost level 86 in like 2 tasks. It's been kind of crazy. So that's going to be one of the goals this week, is to at least get to 86 defense using barrage, most likely. I'm not going to do it while training melee. Next up, we got 91 Slayer. We just hit 90 this past week, and if we hit 91, that's going to allow us to do Cerberus without boosting. Even though I got a bunch of wild pies grinding all those medium clues this week, it's still going to be nice to actually not have to boost for it, especially getting those Pegasians and then having to do medium clues to get the ranger boots. Hopefully that comes sooner rather than later, or at least we can get some D'hide boots to make up for that. So that's another goal for this week, is to do more clues. Next up, we got more demonic gorillas. We gotta get the Zenite, at least 1, if not 2, within the near future, because the next goal after that is to get 87 crafting, which will allow us to boost to make the Necklace of Anguish, which is just going to make the crystal armor and the bowfoot even more deadly, because that's one of the best in slot range pieces that you can get. After that, more Zora. Obviously, we got to get ourselves the magic fang so that we can upgrade our trident, because regular trident is just bad, man. It's just bad. It's weird. After that, we got to get our fleshing to 80. I think that's a reasonable goal to get. We're at 78 right now. I got a decent amount of money. I should be able to get the materials I need to get to level 80 fleshing for broad arrows and stuff like that. So that's a big goal to get to. Plus, we're ever so closer to being able to make the rune darts, which is going to help with the blowpipe that we got this week. After that, I might go for 80 thieving. I'm actually really close to 79 thieving, and I would like to get another scepter thing. I can't remember what it's called. The one that lets you teleport to the desert area. I can't remember what it's called. I'd like to get another one of those so I could use it for teleports, because I used my first one for the altar in my house. After that, another goal is to learn or practice more 6-0 God Wars, because I did a little bit of practice on Krill. It didn't go so hot. I slowly started to get it, but I wasn't doing too hot, and I really wanted to get back to demonic, so I ended up skipping the rest of the task. But I gotta learn that. That's gonna be a huge help when we're grinding for our armor, when we're grinding for our, our Zami Hasta and our God War or God Sword shards or God Sword Hills. It's gonna be just amazing to get that done. Plus, we have the blowpipe down now, so I can actually go ahead and do Ziliana without having to do 6-0. So that's gonna be nice, because I can just run around the entire arena. And the blowpipe helps a lot with the longevity of being able to stay there. So I'm really excited about that. So that is another thing I'm going to practice this week. So that's it for the goals I'm setting for this week, because I tend to set too many goals and I don't reach half of them. So I'm setting a few fewer this time, so that hopefully I do a little bit better about achieving that amount of goals. So that's it, guys. That's the video the last 2 weeks. I do apologize for missing last week. But I do appreciate all the support you guys have given me. A couple of my friends have hit me up like, "Did you upload a video last week? I think I missed it." Well, I'm like, no, you didn't, because I didn't upload a video because I was away, I was a little too busy and had too much going on for it. But now we're back. Here you guys go. Back to the weekly updates. Also, don't forget to stop by the stream over at twitch.tv/ADireSaint. We'll have every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to be playing some more Apex on Tuesday, so hopefully you guys stop by. But that's it for me. Check out my other videos. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. And I will see you guys next week. Mwah.